Can you please explain what exactly is taken care of as part of the admission counselling service? When a student enrolls for our admission counselling service, we help the student with 1. University shortlisting, 2. Documentation, and 3. Application review. These 3 phases take place one after another. Let's look at each of these aspects one by one, starting with the first phase, university shortlisting. At Galvanize Test Prep, we are all about personalized service. So, our primary goal is to get each student admitted to the best possible university for his or her profile. So, we begin with a comprehensive analysis of the student's profile, which includes their overall GPA, transcripts, and individual subject scores in their areas of interest, their standardized test scores such as SAT, GRE or GMAT, English proficiency test scores on the TOEFL or the IELTS, projects, internships, and prior work experience if any, and the field of specialization the student wants to pursue. We also try to understand the student's budget and climate preferences if any, and also whether they want to work abroad after their degree or return to their home country. Based on this in-depth analysis of the student's profile, we then come up with a list of programs for up to 12 universities that the student can apply to. These shortlisted universities will be classified as ambitious, practical, and safe, depending on the student's profile and credentials. In case the student is not clear as to the specialization he or she wants to pursue, we also suggest suitable programs based on the student's interest and profile. Moreover, as part of this university shortlisting, we can also go up to 2 countries if it makes sense based on the student's profile and areas of study. Let us now look at the next phase of admission counselling, the documentation phase. In addition to your official school or college transcripts, universities also expect students to submit clear and comprehensive documentation that helps admissions officers understand each student's unique background better. These documents are the resume, which lists the student's interests, experience, and achievements, the statement of purpose, or the SOP for short, which is a 1 to 1.5 page description of the student's unique journey and career aspirations, and 3 letters of recommendation, or LOR for short, from the student's professors and supervisors. Some programs, like MBAs, may require additional essays in response to specific questions in order to help the admissions officers get to know the applicant better. For the resume, SOP, and essays, the student will submit to us a first draft based on a step-by-step set of guidelines which we provide. We will then review and recommend improvements for up to 3 iterations for each of these documents. In case different universities require somewhat customized SOPs or essays, we will work with you to create up to 5 different versions of SOPs or essays. For the letters of recommendation, generally the faculty member or manager of the student chooses to write and submit it themselves, but in some cases they may prefer some editing for better clarity or language, in which case Galvanize is happy to pitch in after understanding the professor's impression of the student. It is important to note here that it is the student who will submit to us the first draft of these documents, and it has to be an original write-up stemming from the student, not something the student has copied from somebody else's documents, because doing so can really hurt the student. Why? Because universities often run special plagiarism detection software which will check to see, for example, whether a student has copied their statement of purpose from a giant database of all past statements of purpose. At Galvanize, we really care about our students and we want their essays to reflect their best yet true picture of them. So, based on our experience of having helped thousands of students study in their dream universities, we are quite confident of our approach. The student will submit the first version of the SOP or essay, and we will work closely with the student to improve this over multiple iterations by providing our expert and detailed guidance. Now that we have covered the two main stages of university shortlisting and documentation, there's only one more piece left, which is the application review. Now, universities typically require students to submit applications online by filling up a series of forms on their website or application portal. For example, you can expect to log on to the university portal, type in the required information about yourself, upload your documents as PDFs, and so on. However, before the online applications are submitted, we'd be happy to do a comprehensive review of your filled up online application form just to check if everything is in place. We will do this process for up to 5 universities for each student, and it's entirely based on your comfort level whether you would like us to do this service or not. So, that was an overview of the 3 steps in our admission counselling service: university shortlisting, documentation support, and application review. I hope it was clear and informative enough for you to help you with your university application process. If you have any questions whatsoever, please do reach out to us. Our website is www.galvanizedtestprep.com. And by the way, thanks for staying with me throughout this in-depth walkthrough. All we require from you is that you need to follow our guidance and instructions in a timely manner, so you do not get stressed out when the deadlines are around the corner. After all, I have been through the whole university application process myself, and I know it's such a big deal in our lives. And trust me, when you actually get the admissions letters, all of this thought and effort that we've put in would have been so worth it.